out to my exes.
Acting by night. Keep going crazy.
Show off your skin, that shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, living your best. Racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Hello, guys. It is Lexus Exodus, leading the Black Woman Exodus. How are you guys doing? I am super excited to be here with you all. How are you? How are things going? I really hope you guys enjoyed my new intro as much as I've enjoyed it and enjoyed producing it. Shout out to my exes. Hey, shout out to my exes. That is my ish. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy to be here with you guys and feel so blessed and so appreciative that you guys are listening to me. Let's get through some brief housekeeping items and we can dive in. So if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Also, please hit the notification bell. Just an FYI, I plan to be here every Friday is what I decided. So if you like this content, please join the notification gang so I don't miss you, my loves. And also, if you have any questions, comments, or any tips or things you would like to see a video done on, please inbox me at lexusexoduschannel@gmail.com. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's get to the mess and what you guys have came here for. Danileigh, y'all. Danny. So this is someone who you guys have probably never heard of. She is a Hispanic rapper / lip syncer. I really don't know how to describe her. I think that she's one of those people that I see on the blogs who's kind of like, you think of, they're famous for no reason. I think I was initially introduced to her as a dancer. I think she was. Now it just seems like she's just a pass around an industry jump off. Well, as of yesterday, now you can add colorist under her repertoire. So she recently released a new song called Yellowbone. So let's listen to this stupid ass shit.
Yellow bonus, what he wants, what he want. Yellow bonus, what he want, what he want, what he want. Para Miguel se lo dan, para Miguel what I want. Yellow, what he want, what he want. Yellow bonus, what he want, what he want, what he want. Para Miguel se lo dan, para Miguel what I want. Said he need a lift, so he had to switch. Let me think of rich. Work me out, fitness. Do my dance on the stage. When he shoot, he don't miss. Tight grip, wife this. Real, don't switch. Real, don't switch. No, don't. Real, won't switch. No, don't switch.
Okay, y'all. And I can't with this. This song is awful. And to be quite frank, it sounds like shit. Before we get into anything and into analyzing the problematic nature of this song, let's just establish and just agree that this song sounds like shit. She sounds like a dying cat. And just the auto-tune is awful. I can't with the offbeat mumbling. This song is awful. Okay. So we established that because honestly, for real, y'all, nowadays in 2021, the content really is secondary. Lyrical ability is secondary when it comes to just having a bop. People like to just listen to music that they can vibe to. So if the beat is great, no one cares about the lyrics. But with this song, the song is awful. The artist sounds awful. The beat is awful. And the content is awful. The lyrical content sucks. So, anywho, let's dive in deeper and get into the nuts and bolts of this. So, the song goes, "Yellow bone is what he want. Yellow bone is what he want," in a stupid ass whispery tone. Child, where do I start? Okay. So, I have a mouthful to say. My first thing or first observation after listening to this song is, when did Hispanics start calling one another yellow bones? Really, y'all. I mean, this, and I know y'all know, but as fellow Black women, yellow bone and red bone are phrases that are only used in the Black community. And the only reason why they are used is because a lot of us are so rooted in colorism and self-hatred. And that can be so pervasive within the Black community. So we love to throw terms like that around. And we love to categorize skin tones by using silly ass phrases and terms like yellow bone and red bone. That is not something that's common in the Hispanic community. So yeah, so when have you ever heard a Latinx person say that or call someone that, say that about one another in their own community? You haven't. So this is my thing with Danny. It is like, you not Black, girl. So why are you using that phrase? Why? Honestly, based on my experience, being someone who has traveled to Latin America frequently, they're using Morena, terms like Morena Spanish terms. I went to the Dominican Republic recently, and, just a caveat, that's what Danny says that she is. She says that she's Dominican. And when I went there, they weren't calling people no damn red bone. That's a Black thing. So why is Danny so comfortable using terms that are common within our community, a community that she's not a part of? So let me tell you why I think she feels comfortable being so boldly colorist and making a song like this, promoting that yellow bone bullshit, that colorist bullshit. So I really think that this is happening because of the epidemic of self-hating Black men who like to pedestalize women like Danny and other exotic or foreign or non-Black women who look like her. So not only does Danileigh feel comfortable being colorist, but she feels comfortable freely using colorist terminology. Girl, do you want to make another song about passing the brown paper bag test, girl? Like, what the fuck? And so, yeah, so I think that girls like Danileigh have been pedestalized all their lives. And women that look like her have been put on a pedestal their entire lives by Black men. That not only does she feel comfortable being colorist, but she feels comfortable using that nasty colorist, futurist terminology. I feel like Latin women, non-Black women, white women are consistently put on a pedestal by Black men and fetishized on such a regular basis. Black men, you all know, if you're a Black woman, you know. Black men like to use phrases regularly like light skin, exotic, exotical, yellow bone, red bone, etc. And they like to not only promote these types of women in their personal lives, but they like to do that publicly in Black culture, so in hip hop and in rap culture. And they like to worship these women. And to illustrate what I'm saying, I Googled the phrase yellow bone and found so many rap songs and hip hop songs where that phrase is utilized. And when I tell y'all, I couldn't even count how many songs were listed that indicate that phrase, that term was used. Lil Wayne used the term yellow bone in a song. Lil Baby, Future, 2 Chainz, Chamillionaire did that as well. Waka Flocka, Lupe Fiasco, Gucci Mane, Birdman. I mean, so many songs that I couldn't even keep account of how many Black men made songs celebrating racially ambiguous women and celebrating and fetishizing and pedestalizing non-Black women. So why are y'all surprised she felt comfortable doing the same? Really? So let's delve into the lyrics here in Danny's song. Need a lit bitch, so he had to switch. Let me pick a rich bitch, work me out on fitness. Do my dance on a split. When he shoot, he don't miss. Wife this, real bitch don't switch. And I'm not even going to comment on the lack of intellectual effort that had to go into such basic lyrics. Let's ignore that, and let's really just pay attention to what we have. Why are y'all surprised she's writing shit like this? So I Googled some of the lyrics, popular lyrics that include commentary about quote unquote yellow bones. So Chris Brown, notorious colorist. Only wanna fuck the bad bitches with the nice hair. Y'all remember that? He had that, I think that was like a year ago he released that song about how he only likes to have sex with Black women who are mixed and who have nice hair. Lil Wayne, beautiful Black woman, I bet she look better red. What the fuck? So see how obsessed and how silly and how dumb and how surface level these lyrics are. But these men like to release all types of music and content that perpetuate this idea of glamorizing and pedestalizing people who are non-Black and people who look non-Black and who look racially ambiguous. And I'm convinced she's trolling. Have y'all noticed every so often these big brands and companies and organizations will release something that is obviously misogynist or obviously colorist or racist, and suddenly we'll release a PR release and we'll say, oh, it was an honest mistake. Kind of like the Gucci releasing clothing with the imagery, the mammy imagery, and then, you know, the big lit bug-eyed Black person imagery, and then say, no, it was an honest mistake. But now the entire world is suddenly talking about them and their products. So I'm starting to think that these companies and people like Danileigh are intentionally doing this shit, especially to Black women, and it's so disrespectful. And really, like, you know, y'all really don't understand why she feels okay saying this stuff. It's really because all of her life she's been told she's the best thing since white bread in our community. And it don't make no damn sense. And she's dating rapper DaBaby. So what's the common theme here, Black women? I want y'all to think about that. What's the common theme? These are all blickety black, dark, self-hating men who really worship racially ambiguous women who don't look like them. And when you think about or examine DaBaby, for instance, the mother of his children is a dark-skinned Black woman. His daughter is dark-skinned. The rest of his children are dark-skinned. And have y'all noticed the recurrent theme between people like DaBaby and other rappers? They all are dark-skinned and have Black girlfriends and baby moms when they start off. Then when they get on, suddenly their girl is racially ambiguous. For example, you can think about Lil Wayne and Kevin Hart and Kanye, Chris Brown. So yeah, DaBaby's mom is gorgeous. Her name is Mimi, and she is absolutely stunning. And she's very active on social media, and she has a beautiful, perfect, sculpted face. She has really, really deep, flawless onyx skin. She has a small waist, banging body, the hourglass shape that all of us women want. And the baby was posted attached to her hip until recently. And it is really clear that he loves her, which makes sense. That's his family. And every man wants to be with his family. And to me, it seems like this Danny girl is a pick-me, and, the baby publicly goes back and forth between her, and when the baby mom decides that she don't want to be bothered anymore, he goes back to Danny. But you can tell at the end of the day, he really, really loves the mother of his children. And based off the recent posts that I've seen on Mimi's page, she left him. So it's so funny because it's like this catty, immature back and forth between Danileigh and the baby mom, where they're subbing each other all the time on social media. And I'm telling you, I really do feel like this was intentionally a shot fired against the baby's darker skin child's mother, because she be super disrespectful. And it's because Black men like to pump up these Hispanic, non-Black women who are racially ambiguous, and they like to pump up these girls' head, and it gives them a superiority complex, so they really feel comfortable disrespecting Black women. Black men, y'all praise these women for being basic, for the minimal, for simply being a certain skin tone. Come on, y'all. For simply being, it's like the same, like, my dog Coco was born brown. It's like exalting another pet dog, because that dog was born gray. It really is very, very stupid. But you guys like to objectify these women and exalt them all of their lives for the bare minimum. And this is why they all feel emboldened and feel so comfortable disrespecting Black women. So I want to talk about the response that Danileigh got as a result of her shenanigans. So she got dragged. Her wig was snatched, and it was understandably so. People called her out. They weren't playing with her. And first off, they told her the song sucks. But they also said that it was divisive. They said it was colorist, and they said it was problematic. And they dragged her and raked her across the coals to the point where I think she ended up deleting the track off her page. And this was her response. So she said, "Congratulations. Y'all got another thing to say about me when you hate. It's all good. Only God can cancel me. That shit don't mean shit to me because the people around me are the ones that know my heart and intention in real life. I'm sorry if I offended you." Okay, so first off, who the hell? This is elementary. Black women, like, who starts off an apology with saying, "I apologize if I offended you, if I did something"? Now, if you were genuinely wrong and remorseful, you would just say, I apologize for releasing a song that negatively impacted so many, that offended so many. Now, I'm sorry if that offended you. It was offensive, point blank, period. So you should be, if you were really apologetic about it and remorseful about your actions, then you should approach this with saying, "You know what, y'all? I didn't think about the implications of this song. I really apologize for releasing such an insensitive song with such a insensitive nature." That's that. Let's keep going. So she also said, let's see here. I'm going to keep letting God bless me while y'all sit back and judge me and sit behind your little phones and type shit about another woman. Y'all all haters. So this is what I mean. We not haters, girl. The song was awful. It sucked. Hating means, and it cracks me up that people don't understand the basic concept of hating. Hating is rooted in jealousy, and it is refusing to give someone positive commentary because you're jealous. This song sucked. So no one's hating on you, girl. The song is just awful. She also said, done talking, about to post how fine I looked yesterday. Y'all not for me. And I said what he want, not what the world want. I'm talking about myself. Stop playing with me. This girl's stupid. I don't know what else to say other than she's just very dumb, very idiotic. I don't know how old Danileigh is, but she clearly has a very elementary mindset, and just lacks basic intellectual capacity. She also said, why I can't make a song for my light-skinned baddies when there are millions of songs speaking on all colors. Come on, y'all. This is lies, and this is the gaslighting and dumbass shit that I get really pissed off about, that Black women are subjected to. So, like I previously mentioned, I just Googled at least 50 to 80 songs that simply had the phrase yellow bone in it that were released by Black men celebrating light-skinned women or racially ambiguous women. And that's not even including the terms red bone or the phrase light skin or exotic. And I was able to find 50 to 80 songs that included simply those two words, yellow bone, something that pedestalizes women who are non-Black. So how many songs, I want y'all to tell me and be honest, how many songs can y'all recall talking about brown skinned women, Black women, African American women that solely celebrates Black women? And I can only name one offhand, and that's Brown Skin Girl. And that was released by Beyonce and was made by a woman. So I can't. I mean, of course, like I mentioned, these people like to intentionally release very offensive, very insensitive things, and then like to come back with weak ass apologies. Your apology isn't genuine, girl. You could have kept that. You got that wig snatched, so now you sorry. You're not sorry for your actions. You're sorry because you got dragged across the coals over it. Another thing she said in her response is, I'm Dominican and Spanish. That means I'm Black and white. Come on, y'all. Like in 2021, we still don't understand the difference between nationality and ethnicity. So you naming two different nationalities has nothing to do with your racial race. It has nothing to do with your color, with your ethnicity. So just because my Black ass, let's say I was born in England, I'm Black. It doesn't mean I'm European and white. You dummy. You're not Black. So you don't have the privilege to use terms that are used within the Black community. But not only that, to use racial colorist terms that inherently put down Black women. You just don't. You don't, girl. You don't, girl. Stick to the Hispanic community and the lakes and the rivers that you used to. So anywho, one thing I will say is that the silver lining in all of this is that Black women really do dodge bullets with this type of problematic mentality within the Black male community. Because Black men are so hung up about non-Black women. And I know that's not what you want to hear, Black women. I know that, it's normal to want to be wanted and to want to be celebrated, especially by the men in your community. But honestly, this is true. It doesn't make sense to be excited about being wanted by men who are at the bottom of the totem pole globally. So, and I try to use analogies in my conversations when I'm speaking to y'all, but this is really like being excited about being the first slave chosen on the auction block. Really. Like, who the fuck wants that? Who wants to be broke? And who wants to be a broken man's preference? Seriously. It's like saying, oh, congratulations, Black woman. You have the winning ticket to be a passenger, the first passenger on the Titanic. Who wants to win a prize to sign up to be a passenger on a sinking ship? Seriously, Black women, think about that. These men are toxic. They're damaged. Unfortunately, they take that bullshit with them to other communities. So we don't have to worry about that. Let them take that problem. And I think about All of the colorist Black male celebrities that we see who publicly boast and have complexes and brag about dating non-Black women and who are married to non-Black women, they always end up miserably married. It never works out because they bring their toxicity with them to different communities. So let's think about Dr. Dre and his non-Black wife. So they were going through a very tumultuous, very publicly nasty divorce. He punched her in the face. She's alleging that he slammed her against the wall and held her at gunpoint. So this is what you're missing out on, Black women. Joe Budden, he was with Santana and had a baby with her. And, she's out there bragging about how they choose her and how Black men pander to Hispanic women. But this man also is noted and notorious for beating his ex and causing them to miscarry too. Because that's what his ex, Esther Baxter, indicated and shared proof with everyone in pictures, photographic proof showing that she was dragged and he sat on her pregnant belly until she miscarried. Fabulous. He knocked his Hispanic woman's teeth out her mouth. Is that what y'all want? That's what y'all missing out on. Bow Wow. He's caught on camera threatening and harassing his girlfriend and cornering her. Being physically and verbally abusive. And he is notorious for being a colorist and exclusively dating non-Black women. Chris Beat Him Down Brown. He's also a known colorist who not only beats women, but had a baby on his non-Black, racially ambiguous girlfriend, Karuchi. That's what y'all missing out on, Black women. Be thankful. Be thankful. I'm going to keep going. 50 Cent. So he's documented and it's well noted that he's kicked his ex-girlfriend's door down and damaged her home during an altercation. He also is on record publicly disowning his biological son. So he's not a good father. On top of not being a good spouse, not being a good boyfriend, not being a good husband, you're also an awful father. And this is what's normal in the Black male community. Floyd Mayweather, he has multiple documented domestic violence instances, different convictions and different allegations and charges from hurting multiple women. Chad Ochocinco, he likes to headbutt his non-Black women. I could keep going. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. All of these problematic Black males who are colorists, who exalt and really pedestalize non-Black women, and who fetishize them, and who really have emboldened non-Black women and white women up to a point where they really, really feel comfortable disrespecting Black women and the Black community overall. So all I will say, I'm going to stop there because I really have a list of numbers of more and more Black celebrity men, dark men who are self-hating, who have these complexes that fetishize these women and then end up in problematic, erroneous relationships that really end up turning into nightmares and going left pretty quickly. But I'm going to stop there because I feel like that's enough examples and I don't want to keep going on and on. But all I will say in summation is, let Tyrone and Maria have a go at it. Let them have at it. Please let these women and women like Danileigh continue to boast about being what these men want. This is great for us Black women because Maria has no idea what she's getting into. So let her be the fool this time. Let her get hoodwinked. Because we all know, Black women, the toxicity that comes with Black males and what comes with their baggage and their trauma and all their bullshit. We know that all too well. So let Maria be our cleanup crew. I know this sounds bad, but I'm so serious. Let her take our trash out. Let her continue to boast and brag and make struggle raps, auto-tune raps about being who he chooses. Let her become the single baby mamas. Let her be pregnant and barefoot and broken in the projects. Let her be his punching back. Let her bear the brunt of Black men's bullshit. Let them in that community and the woman in that community enjoy that struggle love. Let her be the trap queen. Let her hold these men down. Danny, let her hold the baby down once he goes back to jail for his second murder charge. Meanwhile, Black women, let's focus. Let's level set on our goals. Let's continue to be busy and occupy ourselves, being busy building empires, divesting, and attracting and appreciating the good men that they are too stupid to go for because they're so enamored by derelict Daquans. Seriously, y'all. And that's all I got. I love you guys. Until next time. See ya.